On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. Touch my swag, this shit cool. I look fly, I look good.
A nigga anniversary. A nigga anniversary coming up. First time gonna be broke on our anniversary. Making a video. Personal fun. So what? Nigga planning a wedding. You can be broke when you planning a wedding. We ain't got money for nothing else. But anyway, y'all, what's up? This is Bindy Blue, girl, yes. And if you catching me off the rip like this looking rough, it's because my hair started out one way and ended another way. And that's because I ain't really be knowing. Like, I have a stand pillowcase, but I don't really know what to do with my hair at night. Because the curls smush sometimes, or my hair stretches too much. And then it's straight in some places if I leave it in a ponytail and it's too tight. Like, it's just... tell me what you do in the comments down below. We here for Potomac, okay? And speaking of hair, bitch, I really want Karen to do something about the fallbackness of the weave. Because if that was my mama, I would be like, now come on, ma. Come on now, you look like somebody from Star Trek. Get this together. You can't be on television talking about etiquette and making everybody nauseous with the forehead. So weave ratio that's going on right now. Like your weave back here, your forehead up here is just too much. Okay, like I don't know how to feel when you up here judging everybody. Karen, I don't know how to feel. But anyway, hold up. I got notes for these hoes. Where they at? Hold up. Because I had got mad when I realized that I had recorded Real Housewives of Atlanta with no audio. So I had to re-record it and I was upset. So I threw my notes. But here they are again. So Karen and Giselle make up, realizing that their friendship was far too precious to be lost over foolishness. And Karen feels as if she was raised with etiquette so she can be gracious enough to get over a small spat. And I appreciate that about her, but I still and consistently do not appreciate that wave. Do something about it, Karen, please. It's like whenever somebody's on their first season, they think they're so awesome, and then they see themselves, and then they realize there are things that they think they need to fix. So yeah, Katie and Ashley double dates, interracial double dating. Don't you love it? Here's the thing, and this is something that I noticed during this scene, which is the only reason why I'm mentioning it. Katie and her relationship with Andrew, I feel it's different than the interracial relationship between Ashley and her husband. Forgot his name, sorry. I actually feel like she may be with him because he has money, but she is genuinely attracted to him. And he is genuinely attracted to her, even though it's obvious that whenever a man of that age is dating a woman of that age, it is because she is a trophy. She is someone exotic and beautiful that he can show off because he is successful and he has a lot going on for himself. Okay, but I also feel like he still likes her. Okay, their relationship shows to me different than the thirst that is happening between Katie and Andrew. I feel like Katie is trying to meet some type of quota. She sees herself as a type of way. Her father was a white Jewish man. And I feel like she finds some type of pride in the fact that she is a black woman that wants to be with a white Jewish man. And that when being with a white Jewish man, you continue to have the lifestyle that you are accustomed to, which is having a man with money that can take care of you and support your lavish lifestyle, which includes spending a whole lot of money on charities and parties and dresses and all other things. Okay, so I feel like Katie is trying to achieve a status quo in her life, and right now she doesn't have that. She has 3 or 4 children, I forget, and she's not engaged, she's not married, and Andrew has made it very clear that he is not ready to marry her. Now, what pisses me off with Andrew is that he decides to put it on her as to why he has not proposed to her, telling her that if she had not pressured him so much and mentioned it so much throughout the last 6 months, that maybe they would have been engaged and married by now. I feel like that's bullshit. But I also feel like he's confusing me because even though you don't want to say it and make the commitment to her, you're still helping with her children and taking on a part in her life that is more than just a boy toy, as you would like her to refer you as. Like, I think that something is fucking wrong with Andrew, just like there's something wrong with Katie's ass. I'm sorry. But birds of a feather flock together. All right. Ashley discussed at the table that she felt like Giselle and Robin were some shady bitches. And I also feel like there's some shady bitches because I feel like Giselle is a hater bitch, okay? Like when she's around Karen and Charisse, she's the pretty one. She's the young one. She's a desirable one. She's the one that's being hated on. But when the young woman walks in the room, there's something that you can't compete with. And that suppleness okay, and having a vag that hasn't had 3 children come out of it. Now, I don't know why that's a negative, but I feel like Giselle feels like that's a negative compared to the young chickedness that Ashley has. Now, I like Ashley. I feel like Ashley is a good time. She is the type of person that she's supposed to be at this point in her life. I do feel like she's probably a little bit with that man because he has money, but I also feel like she is not disgusted by him. She wants to have sex with him. She wants to be with him. It's probably a commitment she made, realizing that it was the best decision that she could make for herself all the ways around. But I don't get the feel that she doesn't want him, because something to me about him is very hot. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like trying to go get it or anything like that, don't get me wrong, but I feel like he's very statuesque, he's very strong looking, he has that accent, he has money, and I feel like there's something attractive about him as an older man. So I don't see a reason why she wouldn't take the opportunity to be married to a rich motherfucker that's going to take care of her and cherish her and put her on his arm as a trophy. Come on now, what else would you do? Okay, and I in a way feel like some of these women will hate on that type of situation. Okay, so Ashley has made it clear that she peeped the, shade from Giselle and Robin. And I feel like Robin just continues the shade because Giselle is her friend. Okay, that's her BFF. So that's what they got to do. Robin and Juan, her husband, as we've seen before, are having a really weird relationship in which they are divorced, but they live and sleep in the same bed and co-parent their kids. They feel like that's the best decision for them. I've had people comment in the comments down below and tell me that they feel like that's, commendable. I feel like that's psychotic. I'm going to explain why. Because if 2 people are not happy together, how the hell are they going to have a positive influence on their kids staying together, unhappy, sleeping in the same bed, being divorced? How is that going to be a positive example of a relationship to their kids? I'm just saying. Because obviously y'all are not happy. We may not be seeing y'all argue, but if y'all were unhappy enough to divorce, then why the fuck are y'all acting like y'all not divorced? Y'all are still divorced. Okay, at the end of the day. So I don't understand the reasoning behind what they're doing, but I'm not judging. I'm just saying that you can't act like it's not going to affect your kids either way just because you stay in a relationship that you're not happy in. You know what I'm saying? Even if they are putting their feelings aside, I feel like the husband is over her. The way he told her to get rid of that wedding dress made me feel like either y'all are so thirsty for money or he really don't give a fuck. Either way, I feel like he don't give a fuck, like, about being with her, because there's some, sentimental value to that if he really wanted to try to have their relationship again, maybe he wouldn't do that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But something about that just made me feel like he doesn't want to be with her, and maybe she still kind of wants to be with him. Lyric! Do not snore in my video. You starting to sing and shit. Don't do that. But anyway, they grew up in very different environments. We learned about the fact that, his parents were on drugs, and maybe 1 or 2 of them died of an overdose or of AIDS. I'm sorry, not an overdose, of AIDS when he was younger. So he's had a hard life. He played basketball. That's how they got together. Her parents took him in as kind of like a foster child in a way. He didn't live with them or anything, but they took time with him. They had been together for a very long time, but I feel like even Robin is ready to get out there and be with somebody else. And if that's the case, y'all can't stay sleeping in the same bed and think that's not dysfunctional. That is very much dysfunctional. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess whatever works for you, I guess. But obviously you can't be in relationships with other people and still continue this type of lifestyle. So come on now, let's not do that. But they lost some of their money when the stock market crashed, and they're just now beginning to build their shit up, which I'm guessing is why they're on this show. So moving along, Karen and her hideous weave are having, kind of a emotional moment. Her daughter is getting ready to go to her prom, and her daughter is going to the prom with a white boy. Now, I'm thinking nothing of this, okay? Like, it makes sense. They live in a kind of predominantly white area. Their kids probably go to a really good school, which might probably mean it's predominantly white. So, why wouldn't she be going to the prom with a white guy? But when she starts to say that she feels as though this is a sign that she's raised her daughter correctly because her daughter is dating a white guy, which means she's being exposed to more. I kind of felt like that was bullshit. I kind of felt like that boy is probably from a good family, a wealthy family maybe. Maybe he has a future in being wealthy. And she feels as if that is the check on the list. Like, and him being white only sees that will probably happen for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, normally when white kids are born into privilege, they have fucking privilege. So when you marry a nigga with privilege, guess what? You have privilege. I feel like that's what all of these women are examples of. And she's kind of feeding her daughter that same mentality by feeling like this is a testament of her raising her right, is the fact that she's dating a white boy. Like, if she would have had a black boy there to be a prime date, that means that you haven't raised her as well as you thought because she didn't come home with a white boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't know how to feel about what she said. I'm not saying that's how she felt. I'm just saying that's kind of how I felt when she said it. But she probably just means I raised a child that is open to diversity, and I'm happy about that. Fine. Moving along, y'all. But she don't know what she's going to do with herself when her daughter goes away to college, because she's a hoverboard mom and she doesn't know how she's going to exist, but she will find a way because she is Karen and Karen is life. That's how she feels. Robin goes to sell her wedding dress, and I was just very uncomfortable. I was just like, why? Why is this happening? Like, why is this like? Because two reasons why I don't want to see it. One, because I feel like the dissolving of a marriage in a way that you feel strong enough to sell a wedding dress, I feel like that's sad. I don't want to see that. Second of all, I don't want to see a woman like go back and sell a dress that she paid $6,700 for, and she's gonna get, like, first off, 40% is gonna definitely be knocked off. You paid $6,700 for that dress, bitch. Oh my god, waste the fucking money. 3, I also feel like that's just I don't want to watch it. I don't want to see it. The way you like deucing it out and shit, I just felt like it was whack and it wasn't a scene that need to be had. That's just how I felt about it. I'm sorry. What else happened, you all? Karen, Ashley, Sharice, and Katie go shopping. This was a very fun scene because, unlike we probably expected from them, Sharice and Karen actually liked Ashley and didn't seem to have a problem with her. Karen is her normal shady self, but she still had a good time. They bonded. Sharice and Katie had a good time, of course. And it just was a different situation than how Giselle treated her, even though when Giselle, Karen, and Sharice got into it, we were on Giselle's side. But now we're looking at it like, what the fuck is wrong with Giselle? Okay, so that was like, ooh, question mark. And then Giselle gets her daughters to help her pick out an outfit to go to this whiskey tasting that Ashley's having. And, excuse me, the shade about her daughters being close to Ashley's age is just, come on, Giselle, like, this is like pathetic of you, really. Like, the jabs about her age, bitch. Why don't you just show us your insecurities with a collage? Like, get over it already. You're old, but you're still beautiful. There's no reason for you to have this much hate towards that young girl for no fucking reason. A thought, bitch, lay it down, let it go. You are more a thought than she is, because aren't you single and mingling and she's married fucking one guy? Oh, all right then. Katie has this whiskey tasting, and I'm sorry, Ashley has the whiskey tasting, and Katie has an event for her charity in which she spends the entire night pressuring Andrew about getting engaged. It's uncomfortable. It's just annoying to watch. It makes her look thirsty as a beautiful woman. Why aren't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. I get it though, because she probably feels like, okay, like, what the fuck is wrong with him? He hasn't asked me to marry him yet. What the fuck is wrong with him? Okay, he spends time with my kids. Look at me. I'm me. You know, I'm coming from a good family. I'm beautiful. I used to be a model. Like, why wouldn't he want to be with me? So obviously something must be wrong with him, right? Like, what am I doing wrong? Should I, like, make him know? Because maybe he doesn't know. Maybe I should keep telling him until he figures out that I want him to marry me. Like, that's pretty much like the feel I'm getting off Katie. And even though it is thirsty and kind of annoying, I get probably why she feels like that. Because normally a dude like him would have probably wifed her a long time ago, especially if he's going to be halfway raising the fucking children and shit. Like, Andrew, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I feel like they want to present it like she's pressuring him. But what you in here playing daddy daycare for if you ain't going to wife the bitch? Like, what is that about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like he's trying to stay away from the kids. He helps her and spends time with them. So why are you here if this is not your intention in the first damn place? Because Karen and Giselle made up, Karen wants Giselle and Charisse to make up, but they both kind of are like, fuck no, I'm not feeling doing that. I'm over it. Charisse is like, I'm over it. But kind of the way Giselle feels is the ball is in her court. So when they all go to this whiskey tasting, of course, they got to throw shade about where it is and what the other people are wearing and how the whiskey tastes. But they get fucked up enough to eventually be having a good time. Enough so for Ashley to bring to the table that she felt some type of way about being called the thought by Giselle. Giselle apologizes after Ashley puts it out there that I'm sorry if it came off, you know, like I was doing too much, but I was just trying to, you know, have a good time and help you ladies have a good time. I may have done too much. I'm sorry if I made anybody feel uncomfortable, but I definitely am not a thought. I'm not a hoe. I don't have sex with various people. I only have sex with my husband. And that does not make me a thought or a hoe because the definition of a hoe is having sex with numerous people. So there we are. Okay, checkmate for Ashley. And Karen and Charisse were very impressed by the way Ashley handled Giselle's, you know, going after, the way she likes to keep questioning people and going at them the way she does. And I was like, yeah, Charisse, I was actually liking Charisse and Karen this episode. I was surprised. And because of the way that the, you know, conversation went down between Giselle and Ashley, them getting to a better place, Charisse was like, you know what, we've been friends too long. She gets up, goes to Giselle, and they hug, and they're cool now. And the shit was just fun to watch. They were having a good time. They were drinking, and even though they were being their normal uppity selves, it wasn't unbearable the way it normally is. Like, I get tired of every time they do something that's out of their norm, it's beneath them. And it's like, bitch, you are, come on, you were not the end all be all. I know you think you are, but Charisse, you know how you say in your tagline, if I don't know you, you don't matter, or you're no one? Well, bitch, nobody knew you, and you kind of didn't matter. See how that works? It works both ways. Humble yourselves, please. Just for a second. I like the way Karen did it, though. I ain't even gonna lie. Karen pulled it together, accepted people's apologies, apologized to other people, brought other people together, was keeping it cool, and liked the young bitch. She like, girl, please, I'm too old for this fuck shit. Okay? I'm about to have a good time. It was nice to watch. But anyway, y'all, that was everything that happened on Housewives of Potomac. I hope you liked the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Shake them tits, shake them tits, shake them tits. I love you. Mwah. Peace out.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. Touch my